Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it's quite cool in the van today. It's a frosty 2 degrees, but I thought I'd come out in the van anyway and do a little upgrade on the van. I'm going to be swapping the tired old looking gear gaiter, the leatherette gear gaiter. It's looking really worn and tatty, so I decided to get myself a new gear gaiter that matches the upholstery in the car. It's not quite the same, which is a little bit annoying, but it'll certainly look a lot better. And I'm also going to be adding a little bit of bling to my gear knob. I'm sorry, there's no real polite way of saying that without sounding like some phallic innuendo. But anyway, let's crack on and get into the video. Before we start, I just want to say a huge thank you to Colin from Yorkshire Pop Top Adventures. I recently did a video on my clock up in the sort of cubbyhole area that nobody knows what to do with. I did a little video on that. Colin saw the video, liked it, and decided to do a similar thing on his van. And in his video, he gave me a shout out. And just told people about what I'd done and that he'd sort of borrowed the idea. His looked absolutely great. It was on a little sort of metal hinge, and it hinged with inside the cubbyhole, and it looked really good. But I want to just thank Colin, because my subscriber count in the space of about 5 days went up by about 150 subscribers. I'm only a very new channel, but it went up by 150 subscribers. So a massive thank you to Colin, and a huge thank you to everybody who subscribed, all 150 whatever it is of you. It's really humbling as a new channel, and I really do appreciate it. Right, first need to remove this cap, which you can see all the chrome's just completely worn away. So I've got a new cap to go on there. So that should come off relatively easily. But as you can see, that's not a good start. It's been glued on because the tabs are broke. So those tabs are going to be stuck in there. Oh great. Hopefully I can get some pliers on there and take them out. That's lucky. That's one out. See if I can get the other two out. Result. That's a good. This is going to need a bit of a clean up. Get all this glue off. So I need to tidy that up before I remove that. Using this T30, I believe it is, torque screw. Yeah, T30. Now that should just come off there now. Now I do know there's a spring inside for the reverse mechanism, so I just need to be mindful of that. And there we go. It's not the greatest. Could do with maybe replacing that at some point. Now we need to get the trim removal tool and try and ease that out. I believe there are some lugs under here. I'm not sure at what point or how many there are, but there's some lugs under there to just prise that ring out, and then we can get this whole thing off. I'm not sure how that's attached to this, but I'm sure I'll find out once I take it off. I think that one might be best. You think? Or that one? No, this one. It's great to have all the different tools there, because you think you know what you want to use, but that one actually turned out to be best. because that just goes inside there, or it did just then, like that. Right, this is quite tricky to do holding the camera, so I'm just going to work my way around there and see if I can release that. Bring you back in a minute. Right, I've just managed to release one of the clips there. You can just see it's just starting to release itself. It is quite tough, but once you find them, so there's one there, so I'm guessing there's going, oh, I can feel another one down there. So that far apart, so there's going to be quite a few, I would have thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I bet there's about 8. Right, I've only actually popped about 3, and it's just come loose. So whether that's because all the rest of the clips are broke, I don't know. So that should just slide off, and it does. Right, those are the. So you've got those little ones there. Then you've got the double there, single, single, double, double. And then you've got all that in there. Now whilst I've got this off, it is a little bit, I don't know, it just seems a little bit stiff when I'm changing gear, so I don't know whether I can spray some silicone grease down there just to free it up a bit, so I might do that. Right, so you can see that the old Gaiter, the leatherette Gaiter, is stapled to what I'm assuming is plastic. Yeah, it's plastic. So whether I can re-staple that when I put the new Gaiter on, which is here. This does look, I mean, that bit there obviously is going to be thicker, but these other ones are probably a similar thickness, because I've gone for the sort of half leatherette, half tartan combo, just to match the seats. Although the colour is slightly different, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, but hey ho. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like fitting that back on there, but we'll give it a go. And I've also got to try and get that off there, so that must be secured in some way, so we'll have a look at that now. Right, I've just turned it inside out, and there looks like there's some kind of circlip there. If I can just get a screwdriver in there and prise that ring off, then I'm guessing that will just pop off there. I'm just mindful, I'm really taking my time with this. I just want to make sure I get everything right. I'm just checking this. Obviously that slides on there, and you've got that little lug at the bottom which engages down there somewhere. This will only go on if I twist that. That won't go down. It'll only go on when it's twisted in the right place. So there's only one way that will go on, and then you've got the lines there. So at the top you've got 2 of those, and then to the sides you've got those. See, they're all different slightly. So yeah, that one goes to that side like that and like that, and then goes down. So I'm just checking how it was, so that I'll try and put it back exactly the same, so that it all ties in. I don't think that is a circlip. I think this ring here just comes off. How do you get that off without breaking it? Sorry if I keep going out of camera, out of shot. Let's try a different screwdriver. Does that? There we go. That's it. Right, that ring needs to come off. Yep, you can see that. That just moves. So we just need to work our way around. There you go. You can see it moving now. There we go. Might be better with a trim tool, actually. Again, apologise if I keep going out of shot. There we go. There we go. So that pings off there. Like that. And then, yep, that comes off. Keep that over there with the rest of the stuff. Now then, what happens next? Now we've got a break there. So there you go. That comes off. That little collar. Like that. So that's just that little collar. And then that, I'm guessing, should just go back through that hole. Like that. Now there is another ring there that you need to be mindful of. So that comes off there. Like that. Get rid of that. Oh no, we need that ring, don't we? We need to do everything in reverse now and try and get this little thing on. And I just know this is going to be hard work. I just know it. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. You can already see the problem, can't you? That hole on this old one looks a lot bigger than that one. So I don't know whether I'm going to have to trim that down. There's no way that's going to go through there. No way. Or is it? Or is it? Oh, it is. Right. Don't trim that down. It does go through. I need to make sure. Right. Yeah, don't trim them down. They do fit on. It's just all that foam inside that just bulks it out. Right. So I've just placed that on. So I can either have it with the tartan to the side, like that, or with the tartan top and bottom. Well, looking at the seats, the thicker line goes that way and the thinner line goes that way. So if I keep it that way, the thicker line is, oh hang on, they're both the same thickness. But that is the main line. Oh hang on, no, they're the same thickness, so just slightly dark. Right, I think it needs to go that way. Now what I haven't done is I've slid that over there and it's gone over, but I haven't doubled that back so it comes back on this plastic retaining thing to then put that collar over to hold the gaiter in place. Right, I think I sussed it. You need to put this through there with that inside out. I was pushing it through there that way, so I need to do it inside out. That's what I've done wrong. Take two. Right, we're inside out now. Now we're going to go in from that way and push this through that way, and it goes through much easier. So that's now on there, like that. And now we can get that retaining clip fixed round there. So that wants to be like that, and then put the retaining clip on. Right. This retaining clip here has got a little, you can see there, it's got a little notch. And I don't know if you can see, there's a ridge runs down there. And that notch there needs to be so it sits over that ridge. And you've got to have it, the retaining clip, that way around, because you can see there's a sort of flange at the back there. If you had it the opposite way around, the flange would be at this side, and you won't be able to put this ring over the top to secure it. So
That's the way around it needs to be. That's got to slide up over this and then get this ring back on. So I think that's going to be quite tricky, because I think that's quite padded. Oh my word. Right, I'm not going to lie, that was hard. It does go on. You've got to persevere. You've got to have a vice-like grip with your fingers. You've got to sort of hold that retaining clip as tight as you can to try and close that gap, so it's sitting in that little sort of channel there. If you don't get it sat in that channel, it won't go on. You've got to make sure that retaining clip is sat right in that channel over the top of your gaiter, and you've got to get that little sort of gap that I told you about slotting over that ridge there. So you've got to get all them lined up, and then you've got to push this ring back on, and it will eventually just pop into place and hold. At least I hope so. But yeah, that was quite tricky, that. But it's just a bit of patience, take your time, and like I say, vice-like grip with your fingers. Now I have just checked it to make sure it goes on, he says. So that's on now. You can see there where that clip, that sort of little bit there, lug, sits and then slides down, and it's pretty much in line. It's as near as damn it. I'm happy with that. So that's that bit done. Now we need to take this off there and try and secure that back on there. Whether I'll be able to staple it, I don't know, but and use the same holes. We'll have to give it a go. Point of no return now. You just got to go around all these staples. Oops, sorry, out of shot there. I don't even know if I'm in focus. You just got to go in with a screwdriver and just go around all those staples. Started to rain now. At least I'm nice and dry in here, albeit a little bit cold. I'm still removing staples. Right, I have painstakingly removed those 18 staples, and you can see now that the gaiter just wraps over the top and then is stapled in place. It's only very flimsy plastic, so I might be able to staple through it again. Really easy to staple. The staples I've got aren't quite as industrious as the other ones, but it is holding. I'll be honest, I'm not too happy with it, because if you look down there, there's little gaps. I mean, I've tried to bring it round as best I can, and I've had to trim the edges just to pull it through even more. I'm just going to put it in situ now and see how it looks. I've just sprayed a bit of silicone grease just in there, just to, I don't know, just to help it a bit. Right, let's see if we can get this in position and see how it looks. Right, that's it, it's in position. I'll stick this back on now. So I've cleaned all the glue off there. Well, it doesn't look like I have, but I have. So that should be all right. Let's get the bolt back in. Right, we'll get that secured in, and then we'll try and press this ring into place. Right, I've done it wrong. I've done all that and I've done it wrong. Ah! This should be going over that. I should have looked at that one. Look, I can see from there. It goes over and I've done it. Oh, I've done it wrong. Right, start again. Right, I am not going to lie. That was a nightmare. This is obviously a lot bulkier than the old cover. So getting that over that ring and then pushing it back in the hole and securing was hard work, really hard work. My thumbs are red raw now. It's nice and vertical, so I'm happy with that. I just need to put the gear knob on now. There's a few little bits I'm not happy with. I've damaged it slightly there, but it does look better than it did before. Oh, that was hard work. Anybody who says this is a 5-minute job is having a laugh. Right, let's get this finished. Here's my nice new chrome top to finish it off. This better fit, else I'll be annoyed. Got all the glue off there, so that should just go on there. Famous last words. Come on, don't let me down. I've had enough for you today. Right, I don't want to break this. Give me a minute. Right, it's on. It was only cheap, this, and I don't think the lugs lined up exactly as they should. But it looks a lot better than the old one. It all works. Yep, happy with that. Looks miles better. Whew, am I glad that's done. That was a nightmare. I'm not doing that again for a while. Right, finally finished it. I must say, I am actually pleased with it. It does look 10 times better. But it was, oh god, it was hard work. I know I did it wrong halfway through. So if you decide to do this, don't expect it to be a 5-minute job, unless you're really lucky. Check when you're taking it off exactly which way around it is. Take some photos, especially where the gaiter is on the actual ring that fits into the dashboard. Just make sure you've got that how you want it lined up correctly. Make sure that you wrap the gaiter around the plastic ring and in, not inside the gaiter and out like I did initially. It will be a tight fit going back on, especially if you've got like a leatherette version like I did with the tartan fabric. It does bulk it out more, so it's a lot harder to get back in the push it back into the dashboard. What else? That's about it really. Just take your time. It is hard work, or at least mine was, but hopefully you found that of use. If you're gonna think about doing this upgrade or modification to your van, then hopefully you found it of use. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help the channel. And don't forget to click on that bell icon so you don't miss out on my next video. And the next video I do, I'm going to pick something really easy, like putting new valve caps on or something like that. It's going to be a really simple job, the next one, because I need a cup of tea now, and I need to go and lie down, put my feet up, and just chillax for a bit. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.